YouTube, what up? It's your boy Clipper the Clipper, and I'm back at it, up early, and reporting and recording. So this topic I'm gonna hit on right now is just basically relevant to the urban community and to everybody that's basically in the hood with the food stamps, welfare, Section 8 situation. Me personally, honestly, I seen it coming from afar. A lot of people, right? A lot of people that are on these programs, they're on these programs like through luck by staying in certain places, I guess, for a certain period of time in New York. I can only speak for New York. There's wild rules and stuff going on here, sanctuary cities and stuff like that. So I think the whole state is sanctuary. So honestly and truthfully, um, I'm not gonna be up here bragging, seeing certain people losing money or losing food. I'm not one to endorse people losing anything, especially if you need it. And it's a struggle and it's mad difficult out here, like in America. So a breath of fresh air would be something else instead of going through something that we're going through right now. Anything dealing with money, anything dealing with buying food or accessories or whatever for the house, toiletries for the house. I'm not against it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not against EBT or Section 8 or none of that other stuff. For the simple fact, these workers at the facilities or whatever you want to call it, the offices, uh, doing what they want to do, coming in every day with attitudes. The workers, you know, counselors, whatever you want to consider them. Section 8, I don't know where Section 8 is. Like you can't get a one-on-one in office interview with them, like talking about it with Section 8. And as far as going to these other places, talking to these other workers, the workers have attitudes. So that's another reason why this situation is going on. Now, I'm not saying you should shut down everything. People stop getting what they want and they need, but that's the problem right there. So since that starts the problem, you gotta find the right people, just like you gotta find the right people to make certain content per- pertaining to this or pertaining to anything, because you clearly see dudes, males, forcing their way in the crib or back into the crib some way, somehow. If Shorty's not looking for it. Now, dudes is getting burned. Dudes is stepping out on these chicks, getting burned or whatever, and burning their chick and trying to keep them for life. I seen it in college. It was happening in college. People was getting shot in college, all of that. Dying, everything. I ain't going front. You feel me? Like, people was trying to get Section 8. People got food stamps that was going to the universities. You know. Now this is from me to y'all. I wouldn't let the government see no behavior like going crazy, going wild, like how you seen a couple people in certain videos and certain people videos. I wouldn't make that type of content. And them certain type of people that make that content, they yelling, they in victory, they celebrating and stuff like that. That joint is shut down. Some of them got like bad injuries, like flesh wound injuries to their face or to their head and stuff like that. But they joint look different than mine. I ain't gonna lie. Like the dude NBA YoungBoy. It seemed like everybody gotta die that talk about that nigga. Like that's what I'm saying. That's my point. He he got the last word in what and everything. Like as far as music wise, they making fun of him at the same time celebrating him. The whole entire world sees that. NBA YoungBoy, whether he grow his hair out or not, or if he got a Michael Jackson bang, you see what I'm saying? Like those 3 continents tatted on his head. Like people is not gonna look past that. Like back in the day, like if you had that type of injury, because that injury was common back in the day. See, I think he broke his neck and he had to wear that machine from trying to do a backflip. And a lot of people, that happened to a lot of people. He's not the only person in the world that got that. And as you can see, certain people got certain marks on their head from that same injury. I'm saying injury trying to do a backflip, not being taught how to do a backflip and falling in the neck and breaking their neck. Facts, I'm being dead serious. So if you learn how to flip without going to the gyms and stuff like that, you learn how to flip on the street, you was looked at like, looked at and celebrated on, you know what I'm saying? People could dig that. That was like a talent. There's cats out here that could do mad backflips. Boom, just bust them out in a row. A whole bunch of them, Arabian flips, all of that. But that's a common injury. But you see, he's not Blockbuster. That's just another point that I'm bringing. He was eating off of YouTube more than anything. He had like the same type of deal DDG had, and you see how it has right now. And you see DDG not that good. I don't care what nobody said. He not that good. And I don't listen to NBA Youngboy. I just caught on to him because people feel some type of way with what I said about him. I just caught on to his music. I just tried to listen to it. Like I said, his fans is making fun of him and celebrating him at the same time. Because whether you want to call him handsome or not, those marks, that's too bad of an injury to show. And a lot of people that got that same injuries in the house, they just told they can't make music. As a little kid, they couldn't make music. Y'all couldn't get rich off of music or nothing. Certain people that had like bad head wounds, face wounds, it was told they couldn't make music back in the day. Like I said, I'm 39. So now that you're finding out this is a YouTube or social media traffic robot, and I don't have to get paid that way, I could just get shown and use the views. I could get paid for a private page using the same extension material software. And I could get paid a check on the low if I just cooperate with the other dude on the other side. By using the website, his website, and the first extension he gave me, because it's 3 extensions. Obviously, it's something better than his. When you buy it, and those that brought it, y'all know, y'all see he has access to you as soon as you buy it. He has access to you. And you got a key. He send you a digital key. You gotta sign the digital key over. And once you sign a digital key, it's like you a business worker in his business. He's just not gonna tell you. Because he could just sign you up and he get paid. And without any, you know what I'm saying? Without you ever having to say or worry about anything, he gonna get paid off you. It's like holding your ID and stuff like that. See what I'm saying? So that's selfish for everybody. From everybody that's eating on YouTube that's getting all that bread. Unless y'all niggas was scared. I think y'all was scared, more or less. But then y'all hopped on it on being like brazen and selfish by bragging. So that's where people can take it personal, right? The way y'all brag, the way y'all demeanor was reading when you were in a situation that was similar to a situation I wanted you to be in. That's undeniable. You can't tell me nothing. Especially if you niggas is out there playing sign language. See? Gang, is you in the gang is you in the gang or is you in a religion? Which one is it? We know you. You see how personal it get? You get wild personal. Right? So now, that's why people are out on the streets. That's why kids is out on the streets beefing with kids. the New York beef and all of that, all of them was outside at the same time, and their moms was on completely different sides. That's what it's all about. And the little girls be out here. I'm snitching on New York, and the little girls be out here making that shit happen. These little niggas out here trying to get on with the girls, and the girls is lying, setting it up at a young ass age. That's all that shit is all about. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. It make you hate this shit. Facts, I seen it. I seen the Nadi Osama little kid a long time ago before he passed away. Yeah, I seen all these little niggas was out here. All of them little niggas. Each and every one of these niggas. I'm talking about all of them. I seen each and every one of y'all niggas. All y'all. And everybody know I'm not lying. Facts. All of them. I seen all of them over here. When Jada kisses, she loses block. I seen all y'all niggas. This is caught. So unless you see something like that, like how I seen, you can understand what's going on. That's why them little kids was beefing and warring. It's pointless. But if you look at the situation, it's way more than them kids though. That's what I'm saying. The ones that got shown, okay, but then there's kids that you don't see that didn't get shown. That's equally responsible for what's going on. Straight like that. And they be mad to be a girl, and nobody snitch on the girl, and everybody get scared. That's what was going on. I seen it. I seen it firsthand. I seen all y'all niggas. I seen Kai out here. They hate you. Everybody in New York hate DDG. They secretly hate this nigga. They hate all three of them. They hate all of them. I'ma just be real. All the niggas in New York hate them niggas. I hate them three niggas. Yep. People like Famous Richard, they had to come out here and find out that for themselves. Famous Richard found out, like, you kind of see where I'm coming from with this situation. When I broke it down last video showing you which gang are they in? Or is they in a religion? Both of them together, if they big time friends like that with DDG, who not from around here, and he from the Midwest, and he all he thinking about is how the UFOs don't circulate in New York. I told y'all, all of his stick, yes it do. Because that black and white UFO, that shit is in the Midwest. It don't come out here. And then people in the Midwest, you gotta get cool with them. You gotta get cool with them for them to tell you that shit. I didn't make that up. I went to college and met niggas from Detroit. That's how I learned there was a place called DDG. It's like a YMCA basically. Okay, it's like a theology institution type of place in Detroit. It's called DDG. Before this nigga was even, yeah. So now that we on the same page, Jabrell, he was from Detroit, Michigan, and a whole bunch of other niggas was from there or whatever. And they start talking about all of that shit first, because when we went to Virginia was spooky. And them niggas was scared of this shit. Facts. Everybody. Niggas from California was scared of Virginia. They was scared. Everybody, nigga. At Las Vegas, them niggas was scared. New Orleans niggas was scared. The Louisiana, everybody was scared of them niggas in Virginia. Richmond, Virginia. I'm dead ass serious. They just had the murder rate. Listen to me. This is the early 2000s. They just had the murder rate. Go check it. They just had it. DC had it. Philly kind of had it. And then Jersey took off with it, right? We don't know. We don't know officially where everything takes place when it takes place. But everybody was scared of them Richmond, Virginia niggas. Everybody. Tennessee. Everybody. There's no denying that shit. Whatsoever. Them DC niggas, and DC supposed to run shit. Them niggas was shook. Facts. Them niggas was shook. Dead ass serious. Philly too. Yeah, y'all spooky ass scary Philly, right? Them niggas was scared to death. Baltimore was scared to death. Yup. Jersey was scared to death, nigga. Scared to death from dead ass. That's the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. Cause I was down there by myself. I seen exactly what these niggas seen. Everybody from every state, yeah. So all y'all niggas is cowards. In the bright of my eyes in 2004, certain people moved down to Virginia. When they moved down to college, they really moved out. Got their own apartment like me, off the campus like me. I was lined up to go get the food stamps because I had got in trouble after I lost my apartment. See, I was going to be a working citizen. I was going to do 10 years flat. I had just had 4.5, 5, right? Think about it. And all I needed was 10 to stay down there and be eligible for the Indian reservation. Because I told them what had happened and they knew what was going on because people was going to the college. And I kept getting pulled up. I was on the medical bell. Listen, 2004, I was on the medical bell when I came down to the school. I was introduced to the school. I didn't pick this shit by myself. I was supposed to go to either overseas or go to Florida. And everybody knew that shit. I wanted to be a Florida Gator. I was going to play basketball regardless. If I was able to play basketball in front of the Florida people, it was a wrap. I knew I was going to make the team and I was going to ball out. That's what it was. When they sent me to a D2 college or whatever, and then Charles Oakley is your cousin's cousin, you already know you under the lights and the fucking, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I had growth hormone. I had to go to the endocrinologist when I was in my last year of high school. I had to go to the endocrinologist or whatever. You go look up what an endocrinologist is. You see what his job is. So everything is 100% organic and natural. People made another joke. I made you feel stupid. All they did was speed up my puberty process because I started puberty late. It was nothing else. That's all it was. And the only reason why you could start it late is for having a broken back or cracked back. I told you I fell out of a tree twice. And niggas made fun of me. And I feel some type of way about that shit. Y'all niggas act like y'all could beat me. Y'all niggas ain't better athletes than me. I spared y'all when I was hurt because I could beat people up when I was fucking hurt. I want y'all niggas to know that shit too. So I take you up on your offer. You gotta get used to it indoors anyway when you box inside. You gotta get used to cramps and shit like that anyway. So, yeah. Niggas was out here trying to fight everybody. And the reaction on y'all niggas' children's face was dumb funny when I seen them. I want my kids. Facts. I wanted, yeah, we could just start from there. Okay, so I missed half or most of their life so far, however you want to word it. Now we can talk. Now I'm going to make you eat that shit. Everybody. I'm like, yeah, let me just have one conversation. And let's just see if you think about magical me again. The fuck? I seen everything. I seen all y'all niggas switch. That shit was funny. I seen y'all niggas get beat up and scared, chased around. I seen everything change. All y'all famous niggas that, yeah. I seen the real street niggas change on y'all niggas and like told a different story off camera. So, remember I seen that. But like I said, I'm not celebrating the cancellation of Snap. I'm not, you know, I don't do that or whatever. I thought the kids were supposed to get the card too. And that's what I'm saying. It's like back in the day, all of this stuff was better. And doing taxes and filing taxes was better back in the day. They limit you. Look at my name. Like my name. They clipper you. Yeah, they limit you nowadays. Facts. They implement common law and uncommon law because of the difference between a Commonwealth state in the United States of America and a sanctuary state in the United States of America. Period, point blank. We're not going to sit up here and waste our time and just do you separate and you separate Commonwealth and sanctuary state. We're not going to do it. We're going to say what we want because we're America. We're going to get along this time the way we say we is, and we're going to collect our tax. Now, that's why I said, you got to keep an eye on the 3-Eye Atlas, drink. It's not what you think. What about if it's traveling and it's just gonna suck the planet in, and we feel like we living in something else? Like you know, the COVID feeling. It felt like the weights was in the air instead of us lifting it. Remember how it felt on COVID? What about if it feels like Emerald Island on Sonic the Hedgehog or something like that? Like if that's what I'm saying. You gotta look at what you reading and what they saying. They said it travels light years, and if you look the equivalency of light years, meaning that you can get sucked in this shit, is not coming towards us like we think it is. That's how we getting fooled. We getting sucked in. I'm dead serious. This shit is looking like it's traveling to us, but it's probably just opening up bigger and bigger as we rotate. Cause that's truth. I'm dead serious. So if you go through that shit, the 3 hours, yeah, y'all think it's go out there just drop like a bomb on New York or something. This is what I'm saying. You gotta get that out your head. No, it's not like that. That's why when I look at a globe or I look at a globe, I see it a little different than everybody else. That's why I get lost on the question. But that shit is opening up bigger and we traveling towards it. So it's like a time warp. And y'all just keep misinterpreting that shit when y'all explain it, just like the Mandela effect. I already know. I see it. You see how big that shit is? Yeah, it already is affecting us. If you look at Switzerland and CERN and they cut in the air with the laser, that's what's making the time go by fast. So if the hour's coming, it's about to be 5:30 again around this time, 5:37, and it's going to be dark instead of 6:37. But if it's hot outside, the sun ain't going down till 8 o'clock, guaranteed. If it's 80 above, it's going to go down at like 9. It's not going to go, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's up mad early and it's blazing hot early in the morning. That's it. It'll change because it's a cold one and it's a hot one. It's a cold 87, it's a, humidity, and it's a hot one or whatever. That's what that shit is. Deadass. They proved it. They proved it with metal. Yup, they proved it with metal. They proved it with all type of reactions. Everything. Facts. Yeah. You see how it look? That's what they talk about. They talk about if that joint is powerful enough to bring us in. If you look at the planets, look at the other planets. They gonna follow too, or are they already there? Certain planets are supposedly, you know what I'm saying, gone. If they exist, or if they bailed out of there, they gone. Come on. So they telling the halfway truth. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. About the last video I made, the last not the one before, but if you skip down, the other one, yeah, that one right there. I said it. Y'all keep taking the drink wrong. It's more or less when you see like a orb or UFO or some type of UAP, it's like a delayed reaction from the shifting in velocity of a man-made craft or manufactured, you know what I'm saying, a vehicle or whatever. That could be it. That was another point I brought. So if you just talking about if that's chemical, right? Whatever it is, like a cloud is chemical. That's why I moved that way. What about the cloud turned into something else? That's all I'm saying. Especially up there in the sky. Ball lightning. Words. See, in the South, this is what happens. They give you the Section 8 and like Richmond, yeah. They give you the Section 8 and they give you the food stamps. Easy if you a college kid. But once you drift off, you become a statistic. Now, a lot of cats went to college not trying to, graduate. I'm being dead serious. They tried to go down there to live a life, like to work at Walmart the rest of their life. Kroger. Yeah, I'm not against this. Feel me? What if NBA YoungBoy is the prime example, right? Is the prime example on why this whole YouTube joint is the way it is right now. And I mean that because it's stolen property. You can make the most. What's so special about YouTube is you can make the most money. And you do the algorithm right, you can get the money flowing again. You know? It's not that hard. See, when you get struck, you think it's over because you thought you was riding something. But then you get happy again because you know you can put your money back together on YouTube. More or less than anything else. It's YouTube. That's why. So if you haven't caught on to YouTube, YouTube is a high check. And it just could cost you your fame. Especially if you're just trying to use it for another person's page to make money off of it. And the actual creator, if he get or she gets struck, it's not going to make as much as you did off their own content. That could be true. Certain cases, certain people know how to spin it. I thought that was obvious. I thought I sat up there and I explained that a whole bunch of times. I said it over and over again. Everybody asked what was so special about YouTube. I said it over and over again. It paid them more. It paid the most. It paid more. Don't you see they like drug addicts? Like they get so viciously pissed off that their YouTube got thrown off, but they know it's hope because all they gotta do is hide it real fast and then they could put their money back on in a different way without making new content. It's like that, yeah. That's YouTube. That's why it's popping. The other ones is not like that. I said that's obvious. How can't you see it on both sides of the street? I don't understand it. I said it plenty of times. So that's why it is a gamble and it's worth it. That's why you take it. That's why the 3 extensions has YouTube as a specific one that you get instead of getting all of the social media drinks. See what I'm saying? You get a software with all the social media, or you get a YouTube software. That's the difference in price. And certain people's taking one route and certain people's taking the other route. So it's funny. It's dumb funny. They get mad, you get struck, but then yeah, you could come back. You could always come back. It's a forever scam. So it's like the FBI got you. Sorry. You know, YouTube. As soon as you use YouTube, it's a wrap. You see what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I like if we're gonna talk about anything else, we gonna laugh or whatever. I mean, yeah. Now somebody stay on you and keep making you cry and jump out. You feel me? That joint is funny too. But everybody know that. Maybe New York don't know. Maybe I know now. Maybe New York know now. It was YouTube. Maybe certain people knew it was YouTube. Maybe some of the kids that's locked up right now, knew that it was YouTube. That's why they was trying to get it, because YouTube is like a phone. It's like a video phone. So you gotta think smart. You gotta think like a cool ass parent, like a bright ass parent. Like if you want to sit up here and tell me a long time ago YouTube is like a cell phone, and then years later you're gonna tell me there's something you could extend to this YouTube and you could get paid off of it, you know, it's something to talk about. I mean, is it too late? Are we about to? Is 3i Atlas? Maybe 3i Atlas Maybe when we go through, the government is going to start paying us, uh, I don't know, reparations or something. Maybe to maybe they'll give us a reward check to do something for technology, like a month, like per month, like they give every person in the world, especially the United States of America. They give us a check every month, everybody, like $3,500. Like if you alive, if you a kid or you an old adult, you a millionaire, you poor, you a bum, you got a card worth $3,500 per month. Like you don't have to pay it back. It's not like a credit card. It's like a rewards card. Instead of food stamps, $250 food stamps, they give you $3,500. Rewards card instead of EBT. Now everybody, now your kid, your baby got Pampers. There's no listen. There's no more what's it called? With the moms and the dads paying child support. Yeah, child support. There's no more of that. Yeah, no more of that. $3,500. Whoever's alive right now, you got kids and all of that. They got $3,500 on their way as a card. That could be an option. You see what I'm saying? You see how they could trick? Yeah, they trick people. They don't necessarily trick people for bad all the time. You can't front. It's handsome rewards after they trick you. Sometimes. We've been searching for one. We've been wanting to talk about one, right? We ain't get slavery reparations yet, or nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's something to think about. If all these little kids that got beef right now, they wake up tomorrow and hear that their stimulus check is coming, and that's the form of their stimulus check for, I guess, for life. This is not gonna be for 3 years. It's not gonna be for 5 years. It's gonna be forever. Like now, you gotta order offline. I don't know, something you can order offline. You don't have to necessarily bombard the stores. Something. Maybe you can use it to pay a bill. I don't know. But just say if that could happen. You would see what I'm talking about with the government and how they spin stuff. They try to match certain topics because they have the device, they have the extension. There's a whole headline and title with aliens and humans now. We all scared. They look like tall Africans, 7-foot Africans. It's a whole bunch of attraction on the media. So you can easily incorporate all of that together and make income. They all. And then support income and give it like that. That's the income. Just have the card or whatever it is. You can get dollars out. You can get money and everything out of it. If it's gone, it's gone. You feel me? The cash. If it's gone, it's gone. You ain't gonna care. I'm not gonna care. Certain people gonna get it $3,500 that month and just buy whatever they want or do whatever they want. They're not gonna care about it. You're gonna get too used to it. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? If not, I don't know what else. That's a proposal because I'm not driving or taking none of Elon Musk's stuff. I don't want to self drive or nothing. Anything that got self drive on it, no. I don't want it. I drive it my damn self. The only car I want right now, say if I was to hit the lotto and become a millionaire, the only car I would want is the specific off-road BMW. It's a BMW that's not made for on-road. That's it. That's the only car that they made since I've been alive that I was like, ooh, since a Lamborghini or something like that. when I was younger. I was only big on that because I was around that a long time ago when I was a little kid. So, you know what I'm saying? That's it. I ain't in no rush. The, the BMW's like, yeah, it's kind of old now. They ain't make a newer version, but it's an off-road car. So there's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could say. There's nothing you could do. That's the craziest thing I could actually tell y'all right now. That the only car, like, I don't look at people's car and get jealous and nothing like that. Like, cause I look at race cars and stuff. So I look at cars different. But to see the only car that I want, that I would ever, that I had liked, was an off-road car, I'm not missing out on nothing. I'd rather play the video game. Look, when you buy the new guns, the new weapons on the video game, and they got the ones that look like cars, like the sniper rifles and all that, I'd rather hook that shit up with stickers and charms and stuff like that than, you know what I'm saying, to be mad about a car nowadays. Like, you ain't got this car, you ain't got that car. Like, certain shit, it just don't pull my attention. Like I said, an off-the-road car. My grandfather was a famous car driver back in the day. He just couldn't use his name. See what I'm saying? Calvin Earl Barksdale Sr. Word. He just couldn't use his name. See, my grandfather was a famous car driver, like, in the South. Like, I learned it twice. I learned it two different ways. Feel me? Like, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that whole situation was gonna come back out because I had understood it the first time I learned it. So yeah, I get the flavor guns on Frag Punk. I play Frag Punk and I get nasty on that drink. Like, these cars, like I said, the only car I like right now is an off the road car, and I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's not Lamborghini. It's not a Benz. It's none of that. Not a Ferrari, Porsche, none of that. None of that. It's crazy. I seen the big joints, like the big time cars. It's only like 3 made, 2 made, and can't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody buy it right now because they're not gonna let you buy it. But they'll let Floyd drive it around, like those type of cars. Yeah. I mean, them joints is fire, wicked. But I promise, I don't want to drive that joint every single day. Like I said, there's an off the road car I would drive every single day. Every day. I don't care what you say. And it's a BMW. And it's a car. It's not a truck, not a van, none of that. It's a car. My grandfather supposedly used to drive 100 miles per hour hitting turns at 100 from VA to New York to my grandmother. Facts. Where I lived in Virginia, we was right by the NASCAR. You there's a place in Virginia. Virginia's important, but there's like a walkthrough in Virginia for the NASCAR, that the NASCAR is mandatory for the NASCAR to arrive at this place. All right, it's not nothing NASCAR could do. NASCAR has to, wherever the event is, it doesn't matter. NASCAR has to meet in Virginia before they go to that event. I was right there. Fire. It was fire. See, I had fun. I was in the cities. I was all over. Y'all thought I was just in college? No. I was boogieing. I was out. Me and the boys was gone. Our parents knew nothing whatsoever. Y'all thought we was always in college, like in school? No. We was in the 7 cities in Virginia. We was in Northern Virginia. We was in D.C. We was in Baltimore. We was in Pennsylvania. We was everywhere. West Virginia, Pittsburgh. We was everywhere. What? Everywhere. We was wilding out. Facts. I was gone. I went the whole East Coast. I went all up and down that whole joint. We was out. Yeah. He was nice behind the wheel. And like I said, my grandmother's father looked like my grandfather. They had a similar black man look. If you see where I'm coming from, I told you my grandmother's light skin. She look Asian, Mexican, whatever, that look or whatever. And her parents is black, right? I keep telling y'all that. They both look like each other from opposite sides. They both look opposite sides of the family. How does her baby father slash husband, whatever was going on, I don't know what was going on, look like her father? There's nothing you can say. Black men too. See what I'm saying? No. You see the pictures I seen, you gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. You know? I was all the way down there. I seen I seen the dopest race cars ever, and they was by you can hear them how loud they are. Joints was screeching, 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 early in the morning, all of that. They shut down certain like highways and parkways where I was at, where I was living in Virginia, and it's only for the cars. It's like testing for the cars. So they test the cars there. It's crazy. It's orange and black, four-wheel spread joint with a fender on the back with a spoiler. It's straight race car. It's nothing like on the street. Like it's way better than a Lamborghini, street Lamborghini. Like you know what I'm saying? As far as built, all Ferrari is built. Like I seen that shit. Like the green one was fire. Like I could just walk out my crib, walk down to Chamberlain, and look down and watch all of the fire ass cars. Nobody was out there. Nobody. It was just me by myself. And they was probably so used to it. Yeah, I used to watch the cars by myself. This is crazy. Or we drive over there. More or less, we drive over there, and we see it. We kept going back and forth. Go to get food over there. Go to the mall that's over there. Go chill with the chicks that's over there. Facts. It's the other side of the bridge. Cause where you at in Richmond, there's a city too. You see how the Bronx got the Bronx, so you see how it's the five boroughs, but then they go into Manhattan or whatever. It's like that in Virginia, in Richmond though. It's like you got the outskirts of Richmond, and then you got the in city where you get in trouble with where the owl people are, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, the owl people and the lizard people and all of them. You got the in city with the courts and the tall buildings and the skyscrapers. It's wild different over there. Mad different. You know how people go to White Plains from Westchester? You go to White Plains, yeah. It's like that. They got that type of section, a White Plainish type of section in Richmond. The silver UFO. You catch the silver UFO. Yeah, sometimes you gotta get escorted. It's over there. It's right over there. I told y'all plenty of times. That's why I named the other page UFOs and Aliens is Gas. I seen it myself. When you going, and this is what I mean about the NASCAR situation. When you about to go into the city, when you about to go to them tall skyscrapers, you have to cross the bridge, right? You have to cross the bridge to get there. And NASCAR is right under the bridge. So think about it. If I'm starting at one side of the bridge, I have to go over there and I have to come back to the other side to get home. I have to. So you're gonna see it. It's mandatory. If the bridge is burnt, common sense to use the tunnel, right? If the bridge is burnt, common sense to use the tunnel. If there's a tunnel, right? Virginia. See, y'all didn't know what lays in Virginia is the federal government, is the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve on the back of the dollar bill. They don't go nowhere else but Virginia. Y'all don't know that. I know it. I know it for a fact. So all them spooky ass men in black people, yeah, they was right in Virginia waiting for y'all niggas to be ghostly. And they became ghostly right back. That shit is mad funny. Like I said, the owl people, not the witch that's up here, or her warlock that's up here in this part of New York. Go down with the owl people. Yeah, it's way different. Y'all know it too. People that know it know it. A lot of people, a lot of Knickerbockers, a lot of people that's from New York that went to Virginia, they still down there. They done made peace. They done found a home. 9/11 victims, people that done cashed out, had a rich uncle or something, still down there. What is it? 19 years, 21 years? Yeah, 21 years later, 23 years later, they still down there. See, y'all is search for a whole bunch of stuff, but you got to go to certain locations to find certain things. You just can't go to one spot and find everything in an abundance. At the same time, you just can't. You're not going to. No. Y'all are communicating with each other on negative bad degree. You feel me? But y'all not opening up the proper steps for us to go forward, whether it's positive or negative. I brought an example up, the purge. Donald Trump said purge. They said, oh yeah, purge, Donald. The federal government, they said, okay, you won the election. You're the president now. Stand on it. Feel me? Popped them and all that. They shot him after. Whether it was a pellet, BB, a paintball gun, a silver bullet for a vampire, it doesn't matter. They just shot him, made an example, gave him what he wanted halfway, and now here we are, live. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do. Right now, you see how it feel right now? The auspicious deja vu feeling that I get? You might as well go to Virginia and see if you can catch yourself a UFO. See, back in the day, a long time ago, we learned that people used to try to shoot at the orbs and shoot at the UFOs. That's how they came together. That's how human beings came together. Because white people were so scared of the orbs and the UAPs that they seen. You know, they was part of that gun invention that they came together with other races to shoot at them joints and learned the hard way. Yeah, them orbs or whatever you want to call them. That's why I said certain things is you gotta be careful, right, on what you see in person and what you report on. You gonna make somebody mad like me, taking my UFOs, my orbs, and dropping them on your page. You guys, I told you before. Whoever wants this video, I told you. I wrote on your wall, I wrote in your comments. I said, if you take my stuff, you gotta pay me for it. This is not what you think. I wasn't playing with y'all at all. Then I got people asking me, can they take it? And then they get mad if I don't answer. They start commenting and replying fast. Like, let me pick up the phone and check the notifications. I don't know what's going on. Like, like he's talking to me on YouTube as if he has my phone number. And the notifications is on and I'm monetized. As soon as he writes it, he expects me to write automatically. And I'm not that privy on writing YouTube that quick. And then he'll get an attitude with a conversation amongst himself. That shows the mental health. So yeah, shoot at the UFOs and watch them just shoot back. They shoot back, yes they do. That joint is wild funny. They showed y'all. They showed y'all. They showed y'all Antarctica. The Leviathan is a big ass alligator stuck in Antarctica. That's on the other side of the wall. And that's where crocodiles and alligators is coming from. And supposedly the mermaids, the sirens, is over there whistling and stuff. And the alligators and the crocodiles and all of them lizards happen to be the only creatures they hear the siren. And they over there by the dead carcass of the Leviathan in petrified soul state. So more or less, if it's in petrified soul state, it was a female, right? It's huge or whatever, but then it stopped attacking. So as it stopped attacking, the UFO will shock it. It'll just come out of nowhere and shock it. See, that's the situation that everybody wants. That's the explanation. Everybody wants that explanation. We want that, not just the scientific explanation with vibrations and frequencies and getting lucky and seeing ghosts in the sky, not getting lucky. All right? That's what we want to know. We want to know the other side of the fence. All right? The sirens and shit. Yeah. I care less about it. Yeah. What's that? Now, why don't that's what I'm saying. Why don't them joints, where is she? Is she there? Is one of them bitches there? The mermaids, does she get zapped? Is that what the game is? She doesn't get zapped, only the animals? Does she play a game on the animals? And then the UFOs come out of nowhere and do that? Change in temperature and stuff like that? What is it? The government showed you playing with nuclear attacks. There's a different side of the fence. Disengagement of missiles, right? There's numerous different type of ways that you see a UFO, UAP using some type of Cronus, blue plasma Cronus to disengage a missile, right? That's the other side of the fence. That's what confuses us. After seeing a man-made faction such as a plane, and sometimes it just looks like a backdraft or a velocity draft that made something fly away. If you're calling that a UFO, it looked like spit coming out of a person's mouth when they talking too fast. Actually, when you were looking at it on film, facts. I'm being dead serious. Detroit lived different than us. I don't care. I haven't lived there that long to see anything. But the people that you know is from there, they start talking about it. Just like people in Ohio. People in Ohio, they come out the blue and they just start talking about paranormal stuff. Why you in college? It could be an HBCU or it could be universe, white, black, Asian, whatever. You meet friends tell stories, you go to, you'll be surprised. I'm just saying, you'll be surprised. Always. The Midwest is different. I'm trying to tell you. And I know for a fact that it's very possible because I stayed in Virginia way too long to not see it. You know? So I'm convinced it's something going on in the Midwest. Chicago is 8-9 hours away from us. It's not far. So is Virginia. Virginia's like 6. You can get there in 6 to 7. Just being honest with you. Back in the day, it was closed, yo. So when we used to talk about stuff like that, we'd be shooting basketball for hours. We just been outside for hours, shooting basketball, talking about everything. We ain't just play like constant 3-on-3s, 5-on-5s, full court, stuff like that. No. Like, it'd be more than one basketball. People playing horse, we playing OUT, apostrophe, or whatever. It doesn't matter. And all that type of stuff used to come out. But more or less 2004, I seen it for myself that the Michigan people, they was spooked. It was dumb funny. Now when you meet people, you know where they from, and you know they telling the truth, and nobody want to lie. They want to stand up where they from, especially in a brand new place. They want to stand up for where they from. But Michigan, Detroit, whatever they are, they came together wild fast, mad fast. They came together faster than Cali, if you ask me. They came together just like this. Whoop. Jersey. That's when you see a lot of people ain't know each other, and everybody started rocking with each other because they's from New York. Facts. This is the college game. When everybody realized that they down there without their mans, this, that, and the third, and people start finding out where you from and this, that, and the third, people start blending in with each other when they from the same spot, such as Jersey and Pennsylvania. I thought that was funny. I seen that happen. I thought that was funny, right? I thought that was real funny. But Michigan, what Jersey and Pennsylvania ain't know, is I seen Michigan when I was younger. I was smaller, younger, and everything. Certain people met me 2005. I had already grown 7 inches. Certain people knew me before then and met them other people too. And I guess let them know that I had a growth spurt. But it was funny though, because people come to different places and become different people. But Michigan was just ready to die right then and there. Like, it was mad funny. It was mad funny. So I met everybody through basketball. We all met through basketball. The freshmen, for the first week, 2 weeks, you down there by yourself with other freshmen in the basketball team, just no upperclassmen. Mad funny. Listen to this story. So, when people, the first week, started talking to each other, find out where each other was from, they started chilling with each other, and then they stopped chilling with each other and started chilling with people that's from their hood. Not necessarily knowing them before college, but yeah, it was different. So Michigan, when they formed together in the first week, basically the first days in college, without no upperclassmen and nothing. You feel me? Without nothing. We all got cool through basketball. Girls used to watch us play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? It's always basketball. I don't care what nobody say. It was always basketball. Yeah. Them niggas started talking. All right? Yeah, Michigan. I'm dead serious. They told me everything. They told me everything. All right? They told me everything in 2004, ladies and gentlemen. I found out that there's UFOs in Michigan and they don't go nowhere else but the Midwest. It's funny to me. You can't, listen, you can't get mad at me. As an 18-year-old, being what I went through, and now being all them hours away, finally, right? And just seeing wild chicks, got money in your pocket, I could go where I want. I was eating everywhere. That's another thing. Y'all got to rally up and troop up to go get that food. So it was like 50, 60 of us. We about to go to Popeyes, or we about to go to McDonald's, or to the Chevron, 7-Eleven. You feel me? I'm just saying. It wasn't me. I didn't make nothing up. Now, people in Connecticut, they was slept on. And the Connecticut people, they was walking around with some type of shit on their shoulders. Like, they was mad for some reason. The Connecticut people came together. They was mad. They looked like they just got finished playing football. In Connecticut and Michigan bumped heads a little bit. It was funny. It was for the love of New York. Meanwhile, Jersey, the Jersey niggas is mad Jersey niggas, and you haven't been introduced to a Washington, Maryland, D.C., District of Columbia nigga. You haven't yet. Let me tell you something. We all scared of the niggas in Richmond, though. Listen, it don't matter. Everybody was smart. This is how we know we was college kids, right? We knew we was in it together. We had each other back because we just played basketball with each other. When you play basketball with each other, you get a bond. For some reason, like, yo, it's ride or die. I know I could take this nigga to my hood and we could win some bread. That's what it is. I used to play for money. I used to play basketball for money and work in a barbershop. So, yeah, it was abuse. It was abuse all the time for me. So us as college kids, when we started talking to each other more, we had to formulate some type of evacuation plan to get the hell out of Virginia. And we could all get home safe. So what's the sense? Why not categorize and group everybody that's from the same spot? So if my roommate is from, Chesterfield, Virginia, and across the hall, somebody's from Pennsylvania, and his roommate's from Jersey, you just go connect with people that you're from the same state and city from. Especially if it's just y'all, the upperclassmen is coming. The upperclassmen is coming. We don't know these new niggas that got bonds. They got bonds with each other. So that was smart. So I wake up, I open my door. My best friend I don't know him. He's my brand new best friend. He's from Pennsylvania and his man is from Buffalo. And now that's my man. We just hop on the same track. Yes. So I know how to get him home. He know how to get me home. The Brooklyn niggas is down the hallway. We all know how to get home. We know how to run together, get on the Chinese bus, get on the train and get home. We could bring somebody from Buffalo with us. Look at that. Facts. I taught you. That's how scared niggas was in Richmond. That we was that smart. We all came together on basketball. We found out where everybody was from. We realized we got to move in packs to enjoy the hot weather. It's still dumb hot down there. The chicks is out. Sexy. All of them. They just left home. I don't care. If you shy, listen, if you shy, you're not going to be shy when you're on your own. You're going to want it. This is the time to get it. You're going to want it. And every nigga felt everybody. We all came together as a bond. We all wanted it. We all wanted it. Facts. Boom, came together. So if we is 50 deep, 10 is from New York, 10 is from Pennsylvania, 10 is from Jersey. Like I said, New York and Jersey could go together, and now we could bring who? We could bring Buffalo. Of course we could bring Pennsylvania. But they might run off different. Because we heard of West Virginia, and West Virginia's in Pennsylvania. I'm being dead serious. So we got credit for that. We got credit for that, you heard? Girls give you credit for that. See, y'all niggas keep forgetting that. Y'all do. Once we had each other back, and certain things took off, and we was all together, certain things took off on the out edges of the campus, because it's an open campus, public campus. Well, it's private institution, but you can walk onto our campus. It's a public campus. dude did the shrines and the building of theology and the church and stuff like that. Yeah. But then bad stuff started happening. You was cool with certain people, and then when they got touched, you act like you ain't know them in front of the same girls. So that's what started the fight. Always remember that. See, I remember that clear as day. That's why I stuck down there. Everybody wanted to be my friend. I'm like, hold on. Why the new people, why they don't stick together with each other? Why they want to be my friend? Why am I so popular on this campus? Why me? I was popular. There's nothing you can say. All the teachers, the deans, everybody knew me. The professors, they all knew who I was. And everybody that went there. The team, the football team. We wasn't allowed to use the gym, believe it or not, in that type of campus, a private institution. We weren't allowed to use the gym dead ass. You wasn't unless you was playing a sport, you couldn't use the gym. They had to just recently build a new gym. But the football team and the basketball team and the track team let me work out with them. Oh, it was always me. I was allowed to. If you got caught in Ben Wallace's old gym, okay, I just tell you this. The coach was white, right? If you got caught in Ben Wallace's old gym, lifting the same weights he used to lift, in front of that coach too many times, you didn't last long. All right? That's a discipline I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to keep reminding y'all something. I used to do push-ups and stuff on campus. Like I said, there was none of that weights and gym, access to a gym. People forget 2003, there were no gyms in New York. This whole get big thing is kind of different. A lot of people got big off of protein, but there wasn't as many gyms as it was, if not zero. So back in 2004, the average person, like the average girl or boy that wasn't involved in sports, y'all went to college, y'all couldn't work out. Just like high school in New York. We couldn't work out. We used to ask, can we lift the weights? They say no. So that's why I forever hate New York. You see what I'm saying? What they doing is that y'all teaching everything big based on that protein, and people naturally not going to get that way. Only a selected few is going to get that way off of protein. And a lot of those gyms out here, that gastroenteritis smell, I can't deal with. I'm sorry. I used to go to the gym afterwards. Like I said, they had paid gyms afterwards in the South, and you're not gonna have that smell. If you have that smell that these Spanish niggas and these Caribbean niggas and these African niggas be having at the gym, I'm dead ass serious. If you had that shit in Virginia, you was getting kicked out. You're gonna get your ass whipped. That's what I'm saying. I'm way past this situation. The nastiness that's in the gyms now, that fucked up smell from taking them powders, that's called gastroenteritis. It naturally gives you gastroenteritis. You see how animals survive on COVID-19? Your house animal, all animals, they have COVID-19. Yes, they do. It's just pneumonia. It's a form of breathing. Yeah, it is. They prove the runner's heart rate, or runner's beat, heart rate. Listen what I'm about to tell you. People can survive off of gastroenteritis just like Kai Cenat. I got other cousins that I stay away from that has gastroenteritis. And it looks different ways. Certain people have it one way, and certain people have it the other way. I don't have it that way. Either or all way. Just saying. That gym, listen, that smell in that gym, all of that nasty ass shit, That does not fly in the South. The white people and the black people, they come together like the KKK in the form of the Bloods, and they come get you for any. Yes, I seen it for myself. I seen the runaway Mexican that doesn't fit in the South, or the runaway Spanish that doesn't fit in the South. I've seen him get or her get beat up plenty of times for that behavior. Yes, I have. I was in the South long enough. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was supposed to stay down there for 10 years so I don't have to work and pay rent. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, how fair is that to me? Like, I left New York. I got harassed in front of the Owl people. The Owl people, they took my side. So now it's over. Y'all was supposed to have the Owl people despise me like a motherfucker. But the Owl people took my side. They took my side. They didn't do nothing but take my side. Do you realize that shit? Yeah, so that's why I keep laughing and shit. Don't care about a lizard or nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? It's dumb funny. Go to the South now. Facts. Go to the South now, yo. Yeah. You might meet some Detroit niggas. They might tell you. I'm being dead ass serious too when I say that shit. They Muslim names. Look, it was a Baptist school. Look at my situation. I think Jabril is a Muslim name or something like that, right? He's at a Baptist school. He's built just like Chauncey Billups, right? He's nice. He wants to play point guard. Meanwhile, I'm way smaller than him, and he never seen nobody play basketball like me before. And we just beat the starting five. We just beat the starting five with me. We had a couple of Jersey niggas and a couple of Connecticut niggas. There was no other New York niggas, but it was me. It was just me. I was the only New York nigga there. And I was with some hoopers. Some hoopers from across the United States of America. Some niggas that's nice as hell. I'm dead ass serious. And y'all go look at my school, Virginia Union University, and go look up the years that we was nice. I was down there them years. Those are the years I was playing. I thought I was popping because of basketball. Because I could play basketball at any time. I was in that type of shape. Feel me? That's why I guess they let me work out. I got red-shirted and everything. Called back to the practice. The coach spoke to me, so I didn't need nobody's approval. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing nobody else's shit. Like, the coach spoke to me. He didn't speak to nobody else and tell me to come, like, yo, tell him to come too. He spoke to me. Like you could ball, like. Yeah, we tore them niggas up. He's in front of the coach. He said, hell no. That white man was mad at a black school. All black school. Facts. He was mad at them niggas. It was a bunch of niggas he's the only nigga from New York, from Connecticut, D.C., and Jersey, and we cracked the starting five. These niggas is here on scholarship. Facts, scholar. We cracked these niggas in a full court game. I could not fucking miss. And I was popping shit too. Yeah. And my mans was nice. The nigga that told us about the UFOs and shit, he was nasty. That nigga was nice. I was like, nah. You could be the point guard since you got an argument. And I went the shooting guard. The whole entire time. Facts. I said, go ahead, you could be the point guard. And I just started fucking mashing niggas. They ain't know I was pulling up from where I was pulling up from. Indoors. The coach's mouth was dropping like I was pulling up, nigga. You cross half court, I was just pulling up. My shit was cash. Bow. Boom. Consecutive. Nigga, I had 9 points quick. Facts. We was cracking everybody. The coach, I didn't know he was the coach. I just kept fucking them up from out of there. He couldn't believe it. Every team, not just the basketball team, we had to earn it, right? Crack them niggas. This is me and my niggas, the same niggas I played basketball with. Yeah, it was over. Over. We didn't lose not one time. I made niggas like happy. Like my teammates was happy. Like niggas start talking about shit like that. Shit like that. Like they know this one don't come to New York. Ha 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 ha. Like that type of shit. Like it was mad funny. You feel me? So that's why I look at the whole DDG situation. That shit is just mad funny to me. I don't care what nobody say. That is the funniest shit ever. I'm not gonna stop. And guess what? And it's people, look, it's people that I know. It's people that I know. They laughing at this shit too because they know I'm telling the truth. They know it. So my next door neighbor could be furious. See, I think I persuade my city to want to sacrifice all three of the little niggas, right? I'm dead ass. I think I Hitler the niggas to think that way. But my school is the funniest shit ever. I'm serious. Made the team, nigga. We made that shit. It was just them. And you see how nice they was. All of them niggas was nice. Everybody that wanted, that played Duke, all of that. You see how school, Virginia Union University, you see how nice my school was. Go check their credentials. It's nice in football too. They had some nasty football players too. Those was my boys, my friends, yes. I can call them friends. Those was real friends. You feel me? Friends, like I loved college. I caught y'all. I caught y'all niggas. I caught each and every one of y'all. Yeah, I got crazy in front of the coach. Me and them CT boys and the Detroit niggas and them Jersey niggas. We cracked these niggas. I'm talking about the starting five in front of the coach. That nigga was mad. I think them niggas ran. I think they ran for years. That's if you look at the years. He ran them niggas for years. After seeing that shit, ran them for years. I ain't throwing out no names. Y'all can go find all of them yourself. Since you like to play Ghost. You feel me? Go find it. Me. Facts. I was like, nope, I'm not playing basketball. And now you know what's crazy? Now I look at it. Maybe he picked up that. Maybe the coach thought I was racist. Maybe. And that's why I didn't want to play. Drain is possible. Facts. He wanted me to stay. Everybody that I just named, everybody that was on my team, made the team. Let me tell you, we got the invite. That's how he put us down. It was nothing we could do. I had to physically not go, but my mans made it. All of them. It was like, how can I not make it? You feel me? They took full advantage of it. All of them. They took full advantage of it. I wasn't mad at nothing. I let them go hoop or whatever. I let them go hoop. And then I would hoop with them like at night and stuff. I just didn't practice. I would hoop at night. And then I started, working out with the weights. They started letting me work out with the weights. But I refused the whole drink. I didn't want to play. But I let them. It's all about getting burned. What's the sense? I'm going to sit on the bench with the niggas I just cracked open.
for them. Which one is it? That's the starting five. These niggas about to win the championship. Think about it. Duh, they won the championship. If you look at it in reverse, they won the championship. And it was, look who they played when they first played. They played us. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all niggas played us. Now think about the revenge. Think about how people wanted my friendship. Maybe he just wanted my friendship to play basketball against me and to prove something. I don't know. But we won way more than one game. And the way we did that shit with ferocity. Facts. They care about none of that shit. Yeah. I ain't getting no money. I didn't care. Yeah, the performance is worth it. I know the performance. Them niggas was nice. I don't care. AP was nice. Jasper was alright. You feel me? He knew how to play organized basketball. Jabril was nice. The nigga from Michigan. Feel me? All them niggas could play. Those are the niggas that made the team. AP, Jasper, Jabril. Yeah. Jasper made it afterwards too, though. He didn't play like I didn't play. I say that's how me and Jasper became cool or whatever. Cause he was entertaining it. We was still hooping, but the other two took it more or less, and we let them take it serious. And me and Jasper was chill. We was down here. I could go hoop anytime. Basically, that's what you're telling me. If that's, you feel what I'm saying? Tore him up, word. I was going crazy. They couldn't do nothing with me. I feel like I had a point to prove, not knowing that was the coach. I didn't know that was the starting five either. I didn't. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing at all. I just know I had these other players with me that I know gonna hold it down. I knew it for a fact, 100%, that these niggas gonna hold it down. I knew it for a fact, and I knew once I felt that comfortable, it was over. It was over. Feel me? But you know, shout out to Union. Word. I can still play. Word. That's how my school is, though. My school, they just breeze back and forth with each other like this because it's a private school. Jabril, are you Muslim in your head just trying to hoop? Are you lying about your age? Because I just left Jason Tatum in 2004 in White Plains at Eastview Park. He was out here in Yonkers, too, at Trevor Park a long time ago before the injury. If you look at the LeBron pictures, yeah. LeBron, yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's how you track everybody. LeBron came into the league at what age and at what year? Now we seeing these pictures with LeBron at what age, with who, and how old is he? LeBron was in New York with Jay-Z in 2004. You gonna tell me I'm lying? At Rucker Park with my uncle? My famous uncle that everybody know? Who's a part of this shit? They got the pictures on the wall with LeBron. My little cousin got pictures with LeBron and Jay-Z on the wall. Yeah. So, you see what I'm saying? The reason why I bring that up is the Celeste situation. Yes. She looks like she's 30. I'm not going to lie. That's what a sanctuary state does. They let the immigrants that's grown-ass women come here, lie about their age if they look young, and they go to school. Now let's talk about it. Y'all said she was 13, 14. How old was she? Okay, now ask me. She looked 30. I'm taking it. Yeah, I'm taking it. I'm taking one for David. Let's go. I don't care. That's what they was doing up here. They was doing this shit in Gordon High School with Spanish girls, the same type of ethnicity. They was saying that these girls are 17, 18, they in their 20s, near their 30s, prostituting before this shit was even what it was now. And fucking going to school at the same time. Yep. That's a fact. I knew for a fact in math class, 2004, this chick beside me, she was not 18. And I knew she was prostituting. I knew she was like 24. Why are you in the 12th grade? Yeah, 24 in the 12th grade. Let's talk about it. You want to tell me I ain't go through something? And I just told you Cassie was a man. We might as well let this shit spurt. We might as well let it go out. Let the dragon, let the Leviathan go. Resurrect the bitch if it's a female. Make it a new story. I know her name and everything. And it was a couple of them bitches too. The little Indian bitches was doing it too. The little Zoobies and shit like that, yeah. In 12th grade. So I agree with that David shit. And like I said, I stand on what I say, and I'm not changing nothing. I don't give a fuck. You can't prove to me now that bitch is 30 years old or 13. You can't prove nothing to me, so I don't care. You can't. Okay, what if the bitch was 40? I don't know. You can't prove nothing now. Now that that's an issue, you see that shit? You see when you see a baby, you know how old the baby could be? And then you look at her again while her image, her corporeal image is gone because she's pronounced as dead. When you look at her again, was she an immigrant groomed in season and by the police and government placed in public school? What better place to place them type of people? Duh. You can't just place them in jail all the time. You got to place them there too. So they could be older and laugh and have a kid. I seen this shit firsthand experience. That's another reason why I left. Niggas is getting left back on purpose just to find a younger chick. Meanwhile, they telling me to find a younger chick and I got to get left back on purpose. You feel me? This is how this shit looks. Yeah, look at the Celeste situation. I don't care about that shit no more. I don't care. I don't. She looks like she's older than 13. I'm sorry. How old is she? I could vouch. I could raise my hand and tell you first. I still know these bitches' names. I know their names. I know the girls' names that was prostitutes lying about their age in the 12th grade. Is this okay? So this is the time that the what is it? What's the degree that's after a high school diploma? What it is? A GED. So this is her time that she's magically in school with me at the same time. She's magically in this class right now, taking her GED at 2:00 in the afternoon in math, and she's how old? Did she get, all right, did she leave jail and come here? Y'all gave her some clothes, she came in. Like, what's going on? Is she fresh from having sex with a doctor or something, or a police officer? What's going on? Niggas is 17 and 18. Y'all forget that. We still, you know what I'm saying? We still trying to get big. You 24 and 25, you full of testosterone, right? And hormones. What's this over here? Facts. Nigga, I know about 4 to 5 bitches. I know them bitches off they knee. I wish you bitches would say something to me in the streets. I'm gonna say something. You know who it is. You know who it is. Y'all know what I'm on. Nothing changed. A lot of niggas wanted y'all bitches fried. Fried. I'll be the first one to tell you about that David and Celeste situation. Can't sit up here and no. The fuck out of here. She's 13. Look at that shit again. Look at it through my eyes now. Now that I can get your attention. Get the fuck out of here. That nigga David Gay Lover and his Gay Lovers gang, one of the deadliest in the streets, they did that shit to that little girl. They knew that shit for a fact. That bitch is like 27. She done hijacked the little gay-ass black nigga with an afro. Look how he's bony as shit. She probably could beat the nigga in a fight. And she laughing saying she 13. He ain't do that shit. He got his gay gang to do that shit. They knew it. That's the game you play. That's what you playing. Look at Pop Smoke's situation. Look how young them niggas is. Look at that shit. And Pop Smoke had a gun with him in the shower. And a girl. Y'all keep forgetting certain stuff. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, come on. What are we playing here? Everybody know that shit. Get him these $3,500, yo. Everybody, the rappers, the Kevin McCall, that's his name for Chris Brown. He got it. He on EBT. Give him the $3,500 a month. All right, call it the Kevin McCall shit. Do something. All right, do something. If he get $3,500, just like everybody else, you'll see what I mean. It's satisfaction. It's thank you to the people. You gave us a thank you. Not I'm sorry. You ain't gotta say I'm sorry. It could be you're welcome. Like I said, I'm not making fun of this situation, yo. It's real. You had people hurrying up, dropping out of high school to get on Section 8 to be young and dumb again. Now y'all niggas is young as hell, out of shape, with STDs around your kids, grossing them out. I got cousins out here looking like big burps, bubble throw up burps. You niggas look nasty and disgusting. You got medicine bodies. Right? You do. In front of your kids. Just make the 35. Listen, make the 3,500. You could do whatever you want. Whatever you want with it. You could pay your rent. You could pay your car off. Everybody has it. You have to pay into the economy. You have to buy into the economy to make it richer, to relieve yourself in debt. Okay? You have to. So let us just buy a whole bunch of stuff. Overseas, China, whatever you pay the bills, all of that. PlayStation 6 and 7 came out the same day. Just hurry up and do it. Release all of this shit. They're not building houses. They're not building storage spots. So you got to give us money. Now you're going to do it. If you got a whole bunch of presents, new presents outside, you know what I'm saying? You get an idea. Go to Temu, buy a Temu house. You might as well. Everybody, buy a Temu house. Now the people that's living outside can live inside. And in Pennsylvania, Kingston. What is it? Where you see how all the Indian people is letting the white people die of drugs in Pennsylvania? They hate the niggas. Facts. Those Indian, and it's the girls. It's the Indian girls. Those Indian girls, they hate white people. It don't matter what the circumstances is. They showed you magical Indian slave master power when you hit the corner and you see a white person bent in half with the top of his head on the concrete and his belly button is higher than his chin. When his belly button is higher than his chin and he's walking down the block, they showed you the cartoon evil Indian sex appeal dance magic that they have. This shit is funny. Put $3,500 in their pocket. Let's see if the Indian slave master, let's see if she go fuck the money right out their pocket. I want to see it. I want to know. I want to see it. I got to see it. It's Blockbuster. I wished it a long time ago. I wished it a while ago. Rest in peace to my homeboy, Ken Stanley. He was an alpha. Facts. He had the Greek life behind him and everything. Like I said, shout out to my school. Let's get to that. Like my professor used to say. Right? Why not? Just saying. Yeah, 35. Bam. $3,500. Don't say nothing. Don't ask when it's gonna expire. Don't ask if Carmella is gonna run for president. Don't say nothing. If they take it, if they give it to you, don't tell your kids don't spend it. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't put no restrictions on your kids or nothing. They entitled to spend their money however way they want. If your kid want to buy a Temu Playhouse and leave that shit outside, you should let them do it. If you live in the hood, if you live in the projects, you should let them do it. Facts. Can't get a tree house, whatever it's called. Yeah, whatever it's called. Let them get a Temu, one of them flavor-ass houses. Set it up right outside the projects. Right? Like how you miserable people want to do. You want to hurry up and kick my little cousins out. You're full of STDs, you nasty bitch. Yup. Your kid know what that shit is. That could draw a line between everybody. It's fear is fright. It ain't you necessarily nasty. You could be scared of that shit. That shit is painful. Everybody know that. What the fuck? What else can it be? It can't be an infinite cold, just an infinite cold. It has to be some type of fucking burning pain. Yeah, you gonna make everybody scared. I don't give a fuck what you gotta feel or how you feel. That shit hurts. Just like a gunshot. A gunshot will fucking hurt. You gotta come to the realization of this situation. It can hurt. If that shit is 150 cows, nigga, and the fucking bullet is this big and they catch you at the... Yeah, that shit is gonna hurt, nigga. You fucking bugging. A STD, you don't think an STD is gonna hurt more or less than just get you sick? That shit is gonna physically hurt you more than it gets you sick? Stupid ass. I knew that shit. Yeah, I'm scared of that. Dumb scared of that shit. That shit physically hurts. Yeah. So it's a realization. It's a realization. It's people that got rid of their STD and they got to live their life a certain way for the rest of their life. Taking those medical procedures. Yeah. Look at that shit. So, 3,500. I know one of my little cousins is going to try to buy one of them big ass houses later on down the line. Yeah. Airdrop it. Just airdrop it right in the projects. He going to have a whole gang in there. They going to have the air beds or they going to have a real bed. Watch how smart they are. Yeah, y'all just made everything. Yeah. Y'all made everything all. Let them do it. That's what I'm saying. Just let them do it. That's what I would do. Build a gate, all of that. What your landlord and the other kids' parents are gonna be on your side. What the landlord gonna say no? They frightened that their uncle is staying with them and their uncle got an STD. What type of shit is that? So, my content, yeah, I'm gonna teach the little kids to attack y'all niggas. I want to beat y'all up too. So why not just persuade the kids to just attack parents and older uncles and people that rub them the wrong way? I was almost abducted as a kid. They tried to kidnap me in White Plains, New York. You know, so I just say, I developed the bad side too. I know a lot of people's been getting their ass whipped in other cities based on this story, and the other side of the United States doesn't know the severity of the situations that go on. It's fine. It's funny, and then it gets everybody's attention. I'm telling you, yo. I gotta see it. I gotta see a reward. I'm not gonna call it what y'all want me to call it. No. I gotta see a reward. I gotta see if the FBI officers or the police officers is gonna tell your kids that they can't have that Taymor house outside. I wanna see which one tells you that. Me personally, I just wanna see. I have to see this shit. I have to. I can understand the officer logistics of the situation, being on basketball courts, walking into parks, seeing the inappropriate sexual behaviors of little kids, catching y'all kids. So I understand, buying the Taymor house. But for somebody to bring that up, that the new uncle in there has an STD. It's crazy, yo. The back in the days, your concentration was better. People's drawings, carvings, and craft was just a little bit more sharp than the people nowadays is giving credit to. All right? Concentration was a little bit easier to gather back in the day than it is right now. Just saying. So art, stuff like that, yeah. That was done better back in the day. Due to concentration, so. I'm trying to tell you, we ain't gained nothing. We ain't gained nothing. You might as well give them bread. You might as well give them money. I want to see who goes to college. Yeah, I want to see who goes to college if we get $3,500 a month. Just look at it like this. All right. The pandemic, the whole situation, you got the PUA, but you couldn't pay off your student loans. You got a PPP loan, but you couldn't pay off your student loans. Don't you notice that? That whole section was shut down. Don't you notice certain college people, when they made payments, and then when y'all shut it down, y'all tried to start all over like we never made a payment? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember y'all just showed us that? Yeah. Y'all just showed us that. What, 5 years ago? So you got a lot of pissed off college people, graduates and all. Certain people paid, and as soon as the economy opened back up after the economy was closed down, y'all opened it back up and y'all start us off at the very bottom, as if we didn't make any payments. So all that money we took, it went down the drain. That we paid it or whatever, where'd it go? You just started us over. So we never gonna pay it again, unless y'all do something about it. I can make anybody mad, anybody. So $3,500, yeah, you do your $3,500 a month. No stipulations. If you're trying to deduct these college people, if you're trying to deduct us, cause we got student loan debt, we're just gonna make this shit worse for you. What are ideas? Keep charging, right? Yes, you keep charging. Keep charging. Keep charging tuition. Keep charging for books. Keep charging for a cheeseburger. Keep charging for some ice cream, milk, and all that. Keep charging. Yeah, we got $3,500 a month. Cool. Certain people different. I got cousins that's going to either spend or they're going to stack it. I want to see. 4 months go by, we still getting the $3,500. You don't think certain people going to be a little bit more happy? You understand? Okay. How about this one? I'm going to tell you this one. Shooting at a UFO or $3,500 per month, just as a reward. What would you